You know, it's been well documented through my fragrance journey that I couldn't always afford to buy some of the fragrances I wanted to try because being around the average price of $100, it gets really hard to try to buy these colognes if you don't have the money to buy them. So my method was trying inspiration colognes or clones as we call them today. And one of the ones I'm going to be talking about today is a comparison video, and this is going to be from Belcam, and it's called Blue Electric. And the fragrance we're going after or try to clone is one of my favorites of all time, Blue Day Chanel. Now, overall, I think I do an okay job here. I do get some of the notes here. I get hints of citruses, not quite the grapefruit note that a Blue Day Chanel is known for, but I do get citrus notes here. I do get some sandalwood. I do get some patchouli and some pink pepper, but something is missing, and I can't really put my nose or finger on what is missing here, but something's missing. So the performance, price, and projection with this one. So with the real one, Blue Day Chanel, I get 4 to 5 hours. And this one, performance, I get about 2 to 3 hours. So there is a difference in performance. One of the biggest differences is projection. Now, projection on this one, I get a good solid 2 hours with this one. It feels like 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. It does kind of jump off my skin compared to this one, which I get about an hour and a half, about maybe 2 hours, but 2 hours is kind of pushing it. So I'll say an hour and a half. And I thought when this was a standing alone that it was pushing out, but there is no difference between the projection on these two when they're side by side. When I smell them both on each hand, this one does push out more. Now the price, this is never a big difference, and this is why I was able to try before I buy and see if I like this type of scent DNA. This one was only $8 as compared to the $110 I spent for the Blue Day Chanel EDT. And you can see I like it because it's about halfway finished now. But I think this could be a good substitute if you spray a lot on it, and then maybe that way you'll get more projection and more performance. Because with $8 you could spray a lot more as compared to this one where it's $110, where you kind of want to savor in the moment and try to make it last as long as possible. Now, the compliment factor on this one, believe it or not, when I did wear this in the office, I did get compliments on this one. Now, that usually wasn't within the first hour, hour and a half I was wearing it, so people did smell it for an hour, hour and a half, whatever, and I was getting compliments on this one. So the compliment factor is pretty good on this one, and obviously the compliment factor is really good on this one too as well, so. Now, my 3 words for this one, I would say, is not quite Chanel. Like I said, this one's a good substitute, I think. It gets me in about 50% range, I would say. But overall, it's not quite Chanel. But if you're on a budget and you want a Blue Day Chanel feel like or smell like, this could be a good alternative. I would say 50 to 6% comparison. Close, but doesn't project, doesn't perform as well, but that's what you would expect of an inspiration or clone. And my final rating for this one, obviously I give it 8, 9 out of 10. This one I would only give like a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 5 out of 10, so I'll change to a 5 out of 10. It just feels like back in the day when I first tried this and was using it, it just performed better and projected well. Maybe it got reformulated or something, but it's not pushing out as much as it used to. At least I feel that way. So I have to get pretty close to my skin to smell it. So it tells me it's not really jumping off, as opposed to this one, where I don't have to get nearly as close for it to project and perform. So there you have it. Please let me know what you think about this one by Belcam. Do you think it's one of their better offerings? Let me know what you think about Blue Day Chanel in general. And have you tried this one? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and remember to always stay fresh.